Hi everyone, welcome back. In today's practical session, we are going to get our hands dirty with Python scripting inside QGIS. This is a continuation of what we have been learning about QGIS, and today specifically we will be controlling QGIS not through the graphical interface, that is not through the GUI that we were using, but through code written in Python. By the end of this session, you should know how to open the Python console, write scripts, load vector layers, and load raster layers. So let's get started. Over here, you will see plugins. There are two options that you have. Click on the Python console one. So this console comes here. You will notice that at the panel of the bottom here, so there are basically two sections that you have. Now here, if I click over here, you get an editor also. So this is for running scripts. If I have certain line commands, I can just type them here and run them one by one by using this play button. So we will type our scripts here and run them. So we will see the outputs here, and this is the console basically. So in the previous lectures of QGIS, we were adding a vector layer, we were adding a raster layer. So we will try to do the same thing, but then we will try to do it through the Python code instead of using the GUI like we used earlier. So I will just give you the code and let you know what it is doing. So this is the code here. I will type it here. So let's get started with the code. So in the first line, you are trying to import QgsVectorLayer packages here and QgsProject here. So this is basically qgis.core is the main library that contains all core GIS functionality of QGIS. So QgsProject is the class that represents your current open project over here. Now we are giving a path here to be able to read the shapefile. So let's go back to the shapefile that we want to read. So I have opened it here. You can see this is the shapefile that I have. I will just copy the path. And once you come here, I will just change this path and edit it here. So you can see here, I have the path now, which is now pointing to the shapefile that I want to load. Then in the layer, we are basically creating a vector layer here. The path is given for the file. The name that will be coming here in my layers is this. OGR simply refers to the OpenGIS Simple Features Reference Implementation. So it is basically a universal driver which allows QGIS to handle different kinds of vector data types interchangeably. So you just don't have to worry about this. You just put it here, and this is defined in my layer. Looking further on, QgsProject.instance gives you the single instance of the project that is currently open. And this is always there. So because you currently have a particular instance of a project open, so you will use this project instance like this, and you will simply adding a map layer of this layer which has been opened here. So let's just run it and see what's happening. So you see here a building has come up and we are getting the shapefile here. So it's a shapefile of various buildings, and this has been opened properly. So the same thing that we were doing with our interface over here by adding the vector and all, we are able to use the Python here to be able to program it and open it. So you can explore this, and like before, if you want the information, you will start getting the information of each and every object that you select. All the attributes will start coming here from the information part, right? So we can then just let it be. I'll clear it all out, clear the results. The selection is finished. Now let me again open this in a more robust way. So with this code, now again what I will do is, I will add another editor here. Now let's look at the same thing here. The path is again going to be the same, so I'll just copy this. I'll open the same file here. The same thing is here, but this code is now more robust. Why? Because if there was an error, then it would have told me that it failed to load the layer. Otherwise, the layer loaded message would also come. And then it will also show you the attribute table. So this could have been added in the previous code also. This is nothing different. But let's run it and see. So you can see here, the layer was loaded here. So that is why this was successfully loaded. And another overlay has come of the same thing. I will just remove this and you'll be able to see now the color is different. For this particular vector layer, we have these buildings here. The same thing again. And now we have the attribute table also visible for us. So this entire attributes that we were seeing of the each and every instance, we are able to see here. So this loads the attribute table, this particular line. So now once this is done, let's again try and open a raster file also. Now we've now used Python to be able to open the vector files. Let's try to open a raster file as well. So I'll open a new editor here, copy the code. So this is again the same thing. The path is now for the TIFF file here. So we are trying to load the NDVI file that we had. So this is the path that I have taken. You can choose your path wherever your file is located. You will put the path here of the raster. Again, using this path, now satellite image will be displayed here in the layers. Now, if raster is valid, so this is again using the same principle that if you are able to load, then we get a message. If you are not able to load, then we also get a message that we are not able to load the raster. So this instance, you just add a map layer of this raster which has been loaded here. And here on the canvas, you just have to see it. So let's run and see what happens. So you can see here, this is loaded. Here, if I want to see the properties, I can add another line here. So let me add another line to be able to see the properties. So I'm also asking it to show the layer properties also. So let's run this. And you can see here it's been loaded and it's giving me the properties also. If you look at the properties, the color gradient is from black to white. So it means -1 would be black, white would be +1. We could reverse it also if we want, but we'll set it to the default and we will just say apply, OK. So the same file is here. I can remove one of them and now I'll be able to look at this image here. For the same information, we can start looking at the points here. So whatever point I select, see, I'll be able to get the value of the band here. So let me select a point here in the water body. See, it's negative. Let me go to the white areas. This might be a little vegetation here. So 0.3. So let's look at this. So it is again 0.355. So I can just browse around. So you can see if I click here, it will be somewhere in a smaller area. And you can keep exploring. So in this tutorial, we were able to load a raster file, a vector file, see the properties and do a little bit of manipulation here with Python instead of looking at the menu here. So this is just to introduce you to the power of Python, into how easy it is to be able to code. And as we move on, we will realize that complex operations which take much longer if you work on QGIS are much more faster if you use Python for the same thing. So hope to see you in the next lecture. Thank you.